Oh, it's like a like a quick master too.
Exactly.
Nice. I mean, I'm always a big fan of like plugins that are instantly usable without like too many controls on the screen. And so far, I'm loving it.
Hi there, guys. I'm here with your friend Tomislav from BPB. I'm Peter of UJAM. We're at Remote Control Productions in Santa Monica. And the reason why we're here is because I wanted to show Tomislav our upcoming first effect product called Finisher NEO.
Actually second, but the first paid one, right?
The first paid one, right. Yep. We did Finisher Micro in December as a little gift for our users. A little bit about the company. We founded the company 10 years ago. One of the founders was Hans Zimmer, which is why we're here. He's a shareholder in the company and he helps us a lot with our products as well. So Finisher NEO is going to come out on January 28th, and it's you've seen Finisher Micro. Obviously, you've seen it's a multi-effect in there. Finisher NEO is the professional version of it. The idea behind the whole Finisher concept is it's a multi-effect rack. It has 40 effects algorithms that we can configure in any way under the hood, but you don't have to as a user. The kind of user we think about is somebody who's working on a song arrangement, and you always have dry sounds like a Rhodes piano or guitar or whatever, and very often you need some inspiration, and you don't want to set up 10 effects, chain them, have to do all the tweaking. So this is what we did for you, so you can just go through the configurations here and get inspired.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's like a box of multi-effects, but everything that's like complex is behind actually underneath the hood. So
yes. Yeah. So I don't want to talk too much. Let's just show you guys a little bit of what it does and how it does it and how it sounds like. So I have a really dry Rhodes piano thing here, and here's one of the presets. I'll just turn up this knob. And this is what it makes from it. Let's just go to the next one. Makes it very warm and adds an ambience,
white
right?
Chorus, yeah.
This one is we call it delay synthesizer because it does a delay like you hear now, but you can also pitch it up.
Nice.
Or pitch it down to make it very dark. Right? Or this one puts the piano into a cave. You get the idea, right? So it's not an effect that you go to when you think like, oh, this is exactly what I want to do. It's the effect that I go to where you go like, oh, wow, I like this one.
Yeah. When you want to do something new but not sure what, then you like give a try with Finisher NEO.
Yeah.
One question. Sorry. Do you have like a vocal example somewhere here?
I do have a vocal example.
I want to hear the delay synthesizer on a vocal.
Yeah, we can totally do that.
With the octave down.
The octave down.
Yeah, I want to hear how that sounds.
That sounds like this.
The way, so
it's nice. Yeah, let's just move from like a dry to wet, and now go to wet. Yeah, cool. Like a chorus.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So, as you guys will definitely hear. Every one of these configurations uses multiple effects. Like in this case, it's a delay and it's grain cloud, but there's also some slight compression and stuff going on because you always have to do this stuff on
fine tuning it to sound.
Yeah, right. So of course, there's always the temptation, because we have probably like 2,500 parameters in this thing. There's always the temptation to give people a huge UI and let it be their problem how to make it sound good. But what we did here is, like, under the hood, there's a huge editor window, but we had sound designers, to actually invent those effects configurations and tweak them and then make them musically useful. And the biggest work went into these three knobs here. Like the center one is the one that people might know from Finisher Micro already. Yeah. That's the one where you are totally encouraged to automate it and to move it.
One question. So it's not like just a dry wet knob?
No.
It's also a macro. it kind of like brings in the effect, but it also changes the maybe size.
Yes, this knob does whatever for that configuration is the musically most important thing.
Yeah.
Right. So, very often it's a dry wet knob, but sometimes it does different. Let me see if
maybe
I find.
For reverb, it's more like a size plus intensity.
Exactly. Like for super lo-fi, for example, it's not so much a dry wet thing. Let me just find something here. Let's
maybe a bass or something.
I have a bass here. Yeah, let's use a bass.
Yes.
Let me see. Actually, in this case, it is a dry wet knob. Here it's distortion.
Yeah.
Right, distortion level. Here's the filter frequency, actually.
Yeah, cool.
Right, so that's the most important knob, and that's the one.
Like the one you go to first to like change it.
That you're going to first, and then obviously also you can automate it. So you can, I mean, you can have stuff going like open the filter on the one and then close it over the bar, and stuff like that. You can actually also automate the selection of presets. You could also already do that in Finisher Micro. I don't know how obvious that was, but
yeah, I didn't try it.
The way we set it up technically is that it's glitch-free. Like when you go from effect to effect, there's no break there's right. So you could have like distortion on one, reverb on two, echo on three. It's totally, I didn't know that. It's totally possible. And these two knobs here, variation 1 and variation 2, they have a little description down here because they're always also different in every configuration, and they're meant for giving you the opportunity to tweak stuff. So for example, in this one, let's just say you like the distortion, but you only want just so and so much, right? Yeah. And then here you can
make it
tweak the character and then
like brighter. Yeah, cool.
So you can make it's not like you're just going through presets. You can make it sound like you, and you can adjust it to the track, but it's, as you've probably seen, it's never work. It's never tedious. It doesn't prevent you from going to the next track and stuff.
It's like an instrument that's easy to play, but it's actually an effect. You like feed it some sound, and then you like go around and play with it actually without like thinking too much about what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks for putting it that way, because it's exactly the paradigm that we put behind all our products. I mean, there's so many products out there that give you all the options. But I sometimes think, you have only so and so much time per track. You can't spend 2 hours on every single track when you want to get a piece of music done. So sometimes this stuff is exactly what you need.
I mean, for me, like mixing is one thing, but like making music and being creative is completely different.
Of course.
Of it. I mean, obviously, but when I'm creating music, I prefer to have something that's like simple. When you like mix or master or whatever, you want to like go into the depths of every like effect. But when you're like jamming or whatever, when you want to change a sound, this is like the thing I'd like to.
Yeah, and we made a thing of we want this thing to surprise you in a great way. We want you to feel like, oh wow, this, I don't know what it does, but it sounds amazing. I would have never done this myself.
So one question: there's like, as far as I see, there's like 5 categories.
5 categories. We named them musically, as you can see. So spread is everything that spreads the sound, like clouds of delay and ambience. Crush is everything with distortion. Swirl is modulation effects that stirs around in the sound. Shape is something like IQ, lo-fi, convolution, speakers, stuff like that. And boost are complete channels, like the omnibus here, which is a mastering channel, which I actually do justice to the name Finisher. That's the idea. And then within each category, you always have 10 configurations.
Oh, so 10.
So you have 50 configurations in the total product. And then there will be 100 presets, which are then settings, like a selection of the configuration and settings of these knobs.
So are there like any plans to do something, because this is like the first effect from UJAM?
Yes.
Do you have like something similar coming sometime later, like a different type of Neo? Or actually different type of Finisher? No, sorry. Maybe like a Neo.
Yeah, Finisher, Finisher retro or whatever. The way we work is, we put something like this out and then listen to users, and then whatever they're asking for most, that's going to be. But yeah, you're totally right. I mean, this actually is perfect for doing titles, music genres, decades, instrument types, types of effects. We're totally open to anything.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that would be a good addition, but might defeat the purpose of having a simple plugin, would be like built-in automation. I mean, like maybe an LFO to control.
Yes.
Is that something
we can totally do it?
I can already see it. I mean, down here.
Yes.
Like an LFO that's like that could be synced to the DAW and like control the
yes.
Yeah.
Or a step sequencer. You could have a step sequencer in there, right? Yeah, absolutely. That's totally possible.
Without going like too complex with it, just something to like maybe automate the effects right away. So yeah.
Well, the way we would probably do this is to give you like 50 presets for automations instead of making you tediously. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. And it wasn't a waste of time watching us. We certainly enjoyed it. And go ahead, January 28th, you can download it and try it for 30 days.